Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Zano, and this is episode 173 of the award-winning, universally loved, Best in Three Galaxies podcast, also known as Online Marketing Moves. Today is Sunday, January 10th, 2021. I almost thought I was thinking July for some reason. It's a little too chilly here to be July, but nonetheless, it is January the 10th, 2021, and we are going to get this episode started today. It's Sunday, so we are going to discuss something that some of you may be thinking about when it comes to starting a business, when it comes to doing anything in life. And that is, I don't know enough. Some people think they have to know everything in order to get started. As far as business, just anything in general. We're just going to say anything in general. Some people think they have to know everything. Some people over-prepare. Some people, they need to read the books. They need to read the magazines. They need to do this. They need to do that. They need to watch 1,000 videos just to get started. Well, people, I am here to dispel that myth for you today. You do not need to know everything to get started. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's better if you know very little. If you don't do a lot of research, it's like going to Hollywood and trying to become an actor. The percentages of you becoming a $20 million paid actor in Hollywood is very slim. But who cares? The point is, why not? And if you do, and actually, if you do research on things like that, a lot of people, it will scare the bejesus out of you, and you will do nothing. You won't even take a chance and go to Hollywood. You won't take a chance to go be in the movies. So, yeah, you might not become a $20 million actor, but what's wrong with being a working actor? What's wrong with making a fine living from being an actor? Nothing wrong with that. But if you sit here and you do all the research in the world and you do all the looking up and you try to figure out, how do I become an actor? How do I become this? How do I become that? You would never actually go take the chance to become what you want to become, to do the thing that you want to do. Sometimes ignorance can be bliss, okay? Sometimes not knowing can be one of your greatest, actually, it can work for you, not against you. It's like, I'll give you an example. When I started driving trucks, my first couple of years, I was very shaky on backing up the truck. Just think about you backing up your car in reverse into a parking spot. That's what you have to do in trucking. You have to back up in reverse into the dock, because that's how you get paid. You get paid, unload and load. And so I would back up the truck. I didn't know anything about truck driving. I would back up the truck as best as I knew how. Sometimes it would be crooked. Sometimes it would be, but my motto those first couple of years was just, am I in there good enough so you could unload the truck or load the stuff on the truck? That's all I cared about. I didn't care about how it looked. I didn't care if it was half cocked. I didn't care, if it was, parallel. I didn't care how it looked. As long as the people in the warehouse could get in and get out of the trailer safely, I didn't care. And then fast forward to 5 years, 5 or 6 years later, I remember one day I was, I had gotten better and I was trying to line it up all perfect and be all perfect. And the guy said, "Hey, we ain't got all night." And I had to laugh and I said, "You're right, now all of a sudden I'm trying to be all perfect and stuff like that. When all I had to do was just back it. I had it lined up. Everything was good to go. All I had to do was just back up. But all this perfection I was trying to attain was just wasting wasting his time, wasting my time, wasting everybody's time. The point of that story is, hey, you might not have everything figured out, but as long as you take action, as long as you get going and the down the path that you want to go, you will figure things out. Things will happen. You will make things happen. Good things will happen. Bad things will happen. But things are happening. That's the whole point. Things are happening. So it's not about you have to know everything. You have to study everything. Just get in there, take some action, figure this stuff out, and go on from there, okay? Wherever you want to be. You want to be a Hollywood actor. You want to be, they tell you, it's all 1% of people that go to play college sports go on to be professionals. Okay. If you have your dream set on being a professional athlete, then go for it. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody detain you. Don't look up all these stats, all these statistics, because at the end of the day, sometimes you will scare yourself out of it. It doesn't matter. If you don't make it, you don't make it. Listen, if you are able to get a full scholarship to college from playing sports and you don't quite happen to make it to a professional level, look at the downside. The downside is you got a free education. Well, you don't have to pay for the education. I don't want to say it's free because you have to give up a lot of your time. You have to give up, you have to do you have to put in a lot of work. So it's not free, but you don't have to come out of the pocket. You're not in a lot of student debt. So that's always a good thing. So a lot of different things, people will say, oh, it's hard to become a YouTube, you look it up, you see all these people that have 100,000 views, all this, all that, Just get in there. If you start off zero, just get in there, start filming the videos, start uploading them, Of course, in the beginning, they might not be the greatest things all the time. You might not have the best equipment, but it doesn't matter. All you want to do is get in the fight. It's all you want to do. You want to put yourself into the stadium and let everything else, let the chips fall where they fall. If you need some inspiration, look to your pal. Huh? Every day I get in here, I upload these podcasts, I do these podcasts. First 6 weeks, I will tell you this. First 6 weeks, I thought to myself, who's listening to this? First 6 weeks, we still have the painting is not all the way done yet. We don't have the it's been a couple episodes. The audio has been terrible. My mom said one day, you pause a lot. I said, this is very true, but we're working on that. We try to cut back on the There's a lot of things that I need to work on. I know I need to work on, but I don't care because I'm here in the arena. I'm here doing the podcast. People are listening. People are uploading it. The only thing I know is this will get better. I will get better at this, and you will enjoy it more and more and more. So, from me to you, it doesn't matter where you're at in life. It doesn't matter, what you want to do. The main thing for me to say to you is just to get started. Don't, if you don't know a lot, figure out a couple of different things and then take it from there, Just get into the fight. It doesn't matter. You don't have to know. Nobody is going to know 100% of anything that they start, because there's always something there's things that you're going to learn every single day, okay? So it's not like, if I just do this and do that, and then I'm 100% sure. It's just like when people say, I want to be sure this is going to work. You can't be sure that anything's going to work. All you have to do is just get in there, get into the fight, and make it happen, okay? There's not a lot of, nothing in life is guaranteed, There's no... Well, the only thing in life is guaranteed is you're born, you come to the earth, and then eventually you're gonna die. That's the one thing that's guaranteed. You coming in, you're coming in, and you're going out at some point. We all are. Some of us are gonna live to 130. Some of us are born, and then 5 minutes later we pass away. It just depends, That's the only thing that's guaranteed. Everything else, roll of the dice. So get in there, shut up. Don't worry about knowing everything. Just get in there, get in the game, get into the fight, take some action, and see where the chips fall. All right, that's it for now. And what's the point of this whole podcast? You don't have to know everything to get started on whatever you want to do. All right, so main thing is just get started. Okay. So with that being said, my name is Tony Rosano. That's it for today's podcast. I bid you adieu. And we will be back tomorrow with another hard-hitted episode of the best podcast in 3 galaxies, online marketing moves. But until then, my friends, we will talk to you later. And as always, everybody, peace.